Ah, yes, black coffee. That's how I start off my day. Today, my coffee has a name. It's the Forsyth County, North Carolina budget. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that is because making coffee is a great analogy to how your county budget is produced. And since we're in the budget season, well, what better way and what better time? I'm Ed McNeil, Director of Communications for Forsyth County. Before this video is over, we're going to show you answers to two commonly asked questions about the budget. Okay, so let's talk coffee. The Forsyth County, North Carolina budget. So the process begins with departments looking into their operations and making sure they've accounted for all the work they plan to do over the course of the next year, as well as their estimated expenses. Their partners in all of this is a budget analyst whose job it is to dig deep and get the details. They oftentimes carry a red pen and a calculator. Well, that grinding process of the beans is how we make sure we get the most out of the departments. Then there's the review. This includes the department director, the budget director, the analyst, the county manager, and/or his designee to make sure that nothing is missed. The filter. The water is added. What's the water? Well, the water is the fact that every county government in North Carolina must have a balanced budget, and time is ticking. The heat is now added. The manager and his deputies, the budget department, all get together and they review the information. They make adjustments, and soon after that, the coffee is created.
You called it coffee. I thought it was the Forsyth County, North Carolina budget.
Jeff is you, the Forsyth County residents. So Jeff, this is only the manager's proposed budget. There are a few more steps before it belongs to the county commissioners. This is just a plain cup of coffee, fine in its own respects, but the elected leaders have not studied it, and the public, Jeff, have not had a chance to review it or be heard on its matters. Inside this budget is what we call a continuation budget. That's maintaining the service at the same level as the previous year. But it also contains an alternative service level list. These could be enhancements produced through that grinding process. It could also be instances of state or federal mandates, sometimes funded, sometimes not. The Board of Commissioners, played by me, may believe this budget is fine as it is, but they may remove some things and add other service levels based on knowledge they have or insight they have that others don't. But it's at this time that they begin to hear from you, the public.
Here, let me taste that.
The commission has several public hearings where you, the public, has an opportunity to see the budget, understand the process, and propose other changes.
How about some honey, a dash of cinnamon, and a little butter?
They review what they heard in those public hearings, schedule more, then taking what they've heard from the manager, staff, and you, the public, they now make the adjustments and call it their own. Now that is the Forsyth County, North Carolina budget. It becomes the document directing spending beginning July 1st through June 30th of the next year. That is brewing success. We asked Dudley about the most common items residents talk to him about regarding the budget process.
Most time they say, don't raise my taxes, right? And then there's always something that people like, whether it's senior services, they want something for, senior services type programming, or a park, or pickleball, or really kind of, it's always about one of those more outward-facing kinds of things. Sometimes it's about, support this for the schools. Sometimes it's support for the community college. Sometimes it's safety, public safety related. But most of the time it's quality of life issues and low taxes.
Follow Forsyth County on social media, including YouTube and Vimeo, for the latest on the 2023-2024 budget process. I'm Ed McNeil.